We now go live to our Abuja studios where we're being joined by Ms. Ebere Ifendu, who is a lawyer as well as the president of Women in Politics Forum, to look at the plans by some political parties to form a coalition ahead of the elections. Thank you so much, Ms. Ebere Ifendu, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, the elections are just 2 weeks away, thereabouts. How much impact do you think this coalition can serve at this time? Isn't it too close to call?
Yes, I think so too. It's a beautiful idea. It's something that, we can develop looking at 2023. But for 2019, it's actually too late because I don't think they have the funding to execute their plans. I also do not think that there's a structure in place, for them to go around the country to be able to, convince people. So it's a laudable idea, but I think the timing and some other issues will not make it work at this time.
Before now, there's been several attempts to form a coalition. We've seen the third force, which later culminated into the Coalition of United Political Parties, CUP. But the electoral body insists that it does not recognize any group apart from the registered political parties. How do you think the groups can achieve their plan?
Well, the major thing is that some of these groups, as individual political parties, they have their presidential candidates. And those candidates actually, registered with INEC and their names were published. At the time they are talking about forming a coalition, it's obvious that they can no longer withdraw from the race. And so they will have their names on the ballot. And it becomes so difficult, for them to be talking about a coalition now. Some of them went ahead to endorse some candidates. I'm aware that, like the CUP you mentioned, they endorsed Atiku Abubakar, and the head of other groups that also endorsed President Buhari. But the truth is that all of them are on the ballot, and so they can't really say that they are supporting a candidate. At this time, it's too late for them to do anything. You remember just most recently when obviously Kwesili withdrew from the race, INEC came out clearly to say that they'll still have on the ballot because it was already late for somebody to withdraw. And that means that the coalition, came up at the wrong time. And for me, I will always advise that if they want to really form a coalition, this is something they should be looking at towards 2023. This is the time for them actually to come up as a coalition and begin to build their structure towards 2023.
Now, the fact that political parties are now coming together to form alliances, does that suggest that the country's democracy is advancing?
Yes, it is. It is. That's what it is. Because if political parties really can work together, it will give us a better democracy. It will also put the people, they're already on their toes to see that, they develop the country or give out the dividends of democracy. So my thinking is that coming together to form an alliance is a wonderful thing that is happening. But like I said earlier, I think it's the timing that we should be looking at, more proactively and work towards it. It's a beautiful idea. It's good for our democracy. I support it, I tell you, but I would like it to succeed. And so that's why I'm talking about, seeing it as a futuristic thing.
Ms. Ebere Ifendu, it was a pleasure talking to you on the News at 10.
Thank you.